Hey Facebook and YouTube, it's your girl Ro back to you with another video and a little bit of a um location change. I am in the my younger boy's room. Yeah. So you guys can see the messy bed and all the toys and whatnot. Anyway, I was sitting here. Oh yeah, and this video is brought to you by Red Stripe because it's just been that kind of day. Anyway, I was. Oh yeah, I'm on that mommy grind today. So no lipstick. We got a little bit of a leftover beat. Y'all gonna get these gray edges, this shiny forehead, these green glasses. It is what it is. Bear with me. Anyway, so I wanted to do this video, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And I watched some videos today, and I was like, girl, like bye. Um, so I wanted to talk about being in a multicultural relationship. If you Google or go on the internet and look up a specific culture, I guarantee you're going to find more negative than you are positive when it comes to certain factors. So, for example, I am in a multicultural marriage. I have been in my marriage going on 8 years, and I have been in my relationship for 10 years. When I tell you the process is not for the weak of heart, it's definitely been different, but I have loved every minute of it, and I would not change um, the course of how my life has gone for the world without giving oh so much, but giving you enough. Um, the reason I decided to do this video was because there are other people I'm sure that have questions, about being in a multicultural relationship. And when you're in that relationship, your friends can't relate. And the minute, you tell them about this person that you met, be it, wherever you met them, however you met them, be it the internet, or on vacation or whatever, they're immediately going to hit you with all this negative. What they heard, girl, I heard this, girl, I heard that. And so it can be a very daunting process. But what I'm going to tell you guys is, if this applies to you and you're watching this video because the title caught your eye, you can meet a fool anywhere, okay? You can meet a fool anywhere. You're going to use your best judgment. You're going to use common sense if you got any. Some of us ain't got common sense, and common sense ain't so common for everybody. Those of you that ain't got no common sense, we ain't even gonna address y'all. That might be another video. But what I'm going to tell you guys is enjoy the process. And at any step of the way, during the process of the relationship of the person that you met that you're dealing with, just trust your gut. For example, um, my relationship, I did not meet my husband on vacation. I didn't meet him on the beach. I didn't meet him on a tour. I didn't meet him walking down the street. I didn't meet him in the hotel that he was, working at. It was none of that. But even if it was, so what? But it wasn't. I was introduced to him through my sister-in-law, who happens to be an American. So, but all that's neither here nor there. Y'all don't need to know all that. Anyway, when I started the relationship, of course I had questions like, talk to somebody from another country, girl, what, how is that gonna work? How's that gonna work? So many questions. But there is a whole community out there. There are other people out there just like you who have questions, who don't know where to start, who don't know shit about shit. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'm going to tell you guys, we only got one life to live, and any decisions that you make, you stand behind your decisions. Don't let people tell you about your relationship. Don't let people tell you what they heard. Don't let people tell you shit about what done apply to them, or what they heard, or what they know, or none of those, their generalizations, their stereotypes, their bullshit. You do your own research, And if it don't feel right, you know, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's probably a duck. When I started the process, not even the process, when I explored the real opportunity of being in a long-term relationship, so many questions. I was fortunate enough to find a community, an online community that provided me with information. And in that online community, um, any question that I had, any question that I had, anything that I needed to know, I was able to get from that online community. And I will tell you, from that online community, this online community was made up of women from every part of the US and overseas, not just Caribbeans, but a little bit of everything. And in that online community, I have now been friends with just about the most awesome group of women for the last 10, a good 10 years, if not longer. If not longer. Met them. We've celebrated death, births, divorces, marriages, anniversaries. So what I'm telling you guys is, you know, don't let your day-to-day circle, don't let them discourage you from God what might have for you. Okay? And you know, if you're not religious or whatever, you might hear me reference God or whatever too motherfucking bad if you don't like it, is what I'm saying. When I started this process, the first person that I told was my best friend. And instead of her being happy for me, you know, she was like, "Oh, I heard such and such and such and such. I heard my friend told me that they this, that, and the other, and whoop de whoop." I'm like, okay. But guess what? And this is no shade to her because I miss her and love her. But anyway, we're not gonna put our mouth on that because that's ugly, and I'm trying to get away from being a mean girl. I'm trying to work on that. So anyway, had I listened to her, I would not be in a happy, loving relationship. Someone else came to me and said, "Oh, you know they all scammers and you know they all this, that, and the other." People that I had not talked to in years was coming out the woodwork and hitting me in my inbox wanting to know, "Oh, where'd you meet your husband? Whoop de whoop de whoop." Bitch, none of your business. None of your business. It was, if I talk to you on a regular basis, if you were providing me any kind of emotional support, you know, or if you were just there to be a friend, that was one thing. But if you were in my ear trying to be nosy, you got dust. Um, I have friends that are married to Africans. I have friends that are married to Caribbeans. I've got friends that are married to Haitians. I've got friends that are married to just about every, you know, every nationality out there. And like I said, there's a lot of people want to see it fail. People, they smile in your face and they say that they're happy for you, but they're really sitting back waiting to see, you know. And the big thing is, because people assume that everybody just wants to come to America under motherfucking Trump, where there is more racism than God knows what. And I feel like, you know, I mean, I didn't grow up in the 60s and shit, but the way things are over here, I can't, you know, see or anybody just knocking their ass out to get over here. But yeah, I don't get me wrong, I ain't nobody's fool. We have opportunities over here to live, to earn a decent income. There's the opportunities are not as such over in some of these other countries. We have good medical care, you know, all of those things. We have education. Education is free. Things that we take for granted in the US is not available to people in other countries. So I'm aware of that, and I understand that there is a very real hustle out there to get over here, you know, to meet and get over here by any means necessary. But that does not mean that every man that you meet that is not from the US is about, you know, scamming you just to get there. So my whole purpose of the video was mainly just to you know, do what feels best for you if there's questions that you have, because yes, um, even with the relationship that I'm in, the marriage that I'm in, um, there was people that wanted to say, oh, after they never said it to my face, but I ain't nobody's fool, that after a certain number of years, I think 2 years in the U.S., you become a when you first come over, you are a I don't know what the fuck you are. I forgot. But all I know is after 2 years, you become a permanent resident, and the government takes conditions off of you. So there was a lot of people that wanted to see that within 2 to 3 years, if my husband was going to be in the wind and the dust. And then after a few more years, can become a citizen. I know a lot of ladies, a lot of females, a lot of women that got into relationships, that got into marriages, and it didn't work out. Is that primarily because of the person's culture, or is it because you married an asshole? Because don't tell me y'all, some of y'all baby daddies, you know, and stuff. So like I say, this video is probably not for everybody, but if there's anybody out there, this that you met someone, and maybe he's over here on an educational visa, maybe he's here on a visitor's visa just because he wants to see the US, or maybe maybe you did meet him overseas, or maybe you did meet him online, or whatever. Do not don't don't run with the fact. Don't go with what people are telling you and listening to that bullshit. Follow your heart. Use your good sense. Now, some of y'all out there ain't got good sense. I've seen, if the man look openly gay and his eyebrows look better than yours, chances are he's probably gay. And then when he gets over here and he leaves, I mean, like Stevie Wonder could have saw he was gay. Or if in his country he ain't about shit, he don't work. He can't keep a job, or he got a criminal record, or 18 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you think he's going to be any different when he transitions? If he has multiple children, or babies mamas, or you know what I'm saying? All the things that apply here in the US. If you meet a dude or marry someone over here that's got a baby mama or a bunch of children, you're going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I just want people to know that don't 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 knock a blessing, or don't discourage something just because out of fear. When I decided to embark and to get to know my husband, um prior to marrying him, I probably made 30 odd trips overseas. I met every one of his family members. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, I watched his ethic. I don't think the man ever asked me for $1, and if he's a drinker and a smoker and a partier over there, he ain't gonna come over here and be any different. So what I'm saying is to you guys out there, um, it's easy to fetishize and get caught up in the accent. I don't care where they're from. The DR, that nice you know, little Spanish accent, or any of the Caribbean islands, or the UK. I'm just saying, it's easy to get caught up in all that, but do not, don't let other people be in your ear telling you, telling you shit. Do what feels right. The community that I found so many years ago was called Visa Journey, and it was more or less every country or continent, or every country that you could possibly imagine. There's subcategories about that area, and you know there in there, there was groups of different, people that had questions and all of that, and what you were going to get yourself into if you decided that you wanted to partake of this, and the whole process or whatever. And that, like I say, that community wound up being some of the closest friends that I have had, and we are all still rocking together. We link up, we meet up in different parts of the country. We've seen each other, add to our families, and we've had children, and we've helped each other when we've had parents and family members pass. If somebody's sick, all of these ladies are getting together, supporting you when it's up, when it's down, if the relationship wants shit because you found out your man was gay, they're right there to pick you up. If he got over here and he couldn't make the adjustment to the US and it was too much of a strain on him because he couldn't find work right away, and you were the primary supporter, until he was able to work and shit, we were all there to pick one another up. So I just want this video mainly to be a video of encouragement. I'll tell you now, don't come in my inbox or my comments with no BS, or you will get blizzard. You'll get blocked. This video is only to serve as encouragement. I will celebrate my 8-year wedding anniversary next Wednesday. I have been treated better than I've ever been treated in any relationship. I have expanded my family. Um, I've been embraced by my husband's family. I love them like I love my own. So don't block what God's got out there for you. You will lose friends on the way. You will lose people who you thought were in your corner. Everybody's not going to be happy for you. You're going to have people trying to get to your house, come over your house, or want to friend you up because they want to see what's going on in your life, or in your marriage. You're going to have bitches stepping on your head at church trying to get, because, you know, and stuff. So I'm just telling you, I'm just telling you guys, keep it 100 or whatever. Do not generalize. Do not assume. Do not stereotype. Um, if you got any questions, if you want to inbox me, if it's something you're considering, one of the biggest things in this video, I probably give this video about 2-3 more minutes. One of the biggest things that I can say, is a lot of times I see women get in these relationships and they get caught up. And depending on the type of man or person that you're dealing with, they get caught up in the money trap. So you're over here, they're over there, or whatever the case. They may be able to visit, they may be on visitor's visa, they may be on educational visa, but because they feel like money is free flowing in the US, you make it request for money, or you may get guilted into sending money, or you may get sob stories, or you may get all these different things like, life is so hard, and can you help me out? And women get in this habit of sending money. So you got to remember, if a motherfucker was eating before you, if he was living before he met you, he gonna live after he met you. So that's one thing that you don't get caught up in. If you go over there and the only time all you see is his friends, and you ain't met nobody in the family, and you always in a hotel, in a resort, and you ain't seen nowhere where he lived, that might be a red flag. It doesn't always have to be a red flag. Sometimes, all I can say is do your research. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. If you got that deep down gut feeling that it ain't right, and if the person that you met is moving the relationship way faster than it needs to, after a month, 2 months, 3 months, y'all in love and y'all getting married, that might be a reason for you to kind of take a step back and be like, whoa. I dated my husband for 2 years before we got married, before we made that process. 2 long-ass years, and so again, this video is only to serve as encouragement, only for when you're out there Googling this shit. You got one video on YouTube that ain't saying all Nigerians are scammers, all Africans ain't shit, all Jamaicans is in the MoneyGram scam, all Filipinos is just trying to get an old ass man or woman to get over here, Oh, that brings me to another point. If you 55 and your future husband is 20, no shade, no shade, no shade. You might want to reevaluate. If what else? We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't get but one sip off my red stripe. I hear chaos ensuing in my household while I'm online. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you have questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Just don't come on my page with no bullshit. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And we'll figure out what we can talk about tomorrow, because I really don't have no damn idea. Maybe y'all can watch me dye my edges or some shit. I don't know. It's YouTube. Anything goes. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye.